A new angle from the Sam Bennett sucker punch on Brad Marchand has been revealed by NHL on TNT, and this is shocking. Your guys are going to want to stick around and see this. I'll show you guys the video, but we're going to be talking about as well stuff from last game. I made a post game last night, but we're taking a deeper dive into it tonight. Jeremy Swayman has spoken out about the goaltender interference that was not called by the referees, and Don Sweeney has spoken to the media about this whole situation. So stick around, find out what this is all about. But before we get into it, we notice that 81% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. If you're looking for a spot to get all of your Boston Bruins news, everything like this, heading into hopefully a longer playoffs than what it looks like right now, as well as a very busy offseason, make sure to hit the sub button. Join me here. We have a lot of stuff to cover over these next coming months, and it is going to be very exciting. But like I said, let's get to the first topic here, which is this new angle is ridiculous. And that is honestly very a light way to put it, because this angle really shows that it was a sucker punch. A lot of people thinking it was just a follow through off the hit and whatnot. It was not. I'll pull up the screenshot beforehand from Ty Anderson and then Mike Sullivan. Bruins were not provided the view of Bennett Marchand we saw last night, which I will show you here now in a few minutes. Until last night, Sweeney does not know why that was withheld until last night. And Michael Sullivan adds to this saying, just insanity on behalf of the league. Now, before I show you guys, this view was readily available to release to the public, to release to the fans immediately. This didn't come up, a day later. It was here, it was ready to be seen, but we only saw it last night for the first time, and here it is. If you can have a look at this, you can certainly see that was a sucker punch. The momentum that Sam Bennett was bringing to the hit compared to his fist was just completely non-related. That was a complete sucker punch. You've seen by the way Marchand fell that he almost seemed like a UFC punch or a boxing punch, the way that you react to that, not a hit in hockey. And that right there revealed to me that that was fully intentional, that was a sucker punch. Why did we not see this angle before last night? And I've seen a lot of people saying this as well as what you just seen from these guys here. Why? Why was this not shown to us before? Why was this not shown until the next game was played, so the discipline was not there? No discipline at all. And I don't understand, but let me know what you guys think about this angle, because to me, that was a real tell that this was fully intentional. This was not an accident. This was not bringing the momentum forward. I thought before that, maybe where it was from the other angle, we couldn't see. Maybe the hit kind of just followed through a bit too much. He was skating hard, whatnot. But my opinion completely changed with this angle, and I can't believe that this was not shown to us. There was no supplementary discipline given to Sam Bennett, who, had another bit of controversy in last night's game that I'm going to be getting into here in a bit. But once again, let me know what you think. I don't understand how this didn't have any follow-through after the game, the day after, or whatnot. But let's move on to our second topic here, which is Swayman has spoken on the no goaltender interference call that happened last night, once again involving Sam Bennett, who cross-checked Charlie Coyle into Jeremy Swayman, resulting in a no goaltender interference call. Jeremy Swayman had to say this: the fact that Coyle was pushed into me and I couldn't play my position, Jeremy Swayman on Sam Bennett's tying goal. Very, very true. Exactly what he said, exactly what we've seen everybody say after that game regarding the situation. There was no way Jeremy Swayman could have played his role, could have made a save, could have played his position when Charlie Coyle was cross-checked on top of him. If he tried to move to the right, he wouldn't have gotten anywhere, because Charlie Coyle would have just pushed him back to the left as he was falling on top of him. So, another situation. Jeremy Swayman said his thoughts on it. Exactly what I expected him to say, to be honest with you. There was no way he could have played the puck there at all from a fellow goalie. I know the situation that is, I'm familiar with it, but there's no way he could have played the puck on that scenario. And there's some odds that, yes, sometimes you can, but in that specific scenario where Charlie Coyle's skates were spread apart, there was no way Jeremy Swayman could have gotten across unless he went inside the net or out around the crease of outside of Charlie Coyle. So he had to say that about it. But there's also this tweet from Pete Blackburn, which I very much agree with. This is a very big thing that we need to take into consideration. This is a response from Max Boltman. I am shocked that Bennett goal stood, but with that said, only one fan base of sports sees a 1-goal loss where they get outshot 42-18 and concludes they got robbed by the ref. But, I've seen a lot of people say this, but this Pete Blackburn response is the way we need to think about it, the way we need to take it into consideration. And considering what we're seeing in the Vancouver-Edmonton series, where Vancouver has won several games with only, 25 shots or less, this really plays into a factor of what could have happened in this game, this series. So, Pete Blackburn had to say this: "Can't believe this has to be explained, but when a controversial goal sticks and you lose by a single goal, that's the difference. Yes, the Bruins were severely outplayed, and they didn't deserve to win, which is absolutely fact. There was no way the Bruins should have won this game on regular occasion. But you don't know they deserve to lose, and that's the problem. The Bruins came out hot in this game. We have to say that. 2 goals to start the game, controlling what it seemed like for the first period. Seemed like a similar play from what we've seen in Game 1. However, that completely swung around, but to me, although there was not very many shots, there was a lot of penalties taken by the Bruins. It was not the perfect game by any means. I didn't see anything that said that they deserved to lose. They played very well in this game for the most part. A lot of, ups and downs. There was nobody who really excelled. There was nobody who really stunk, but it was a game where we seen that anything could have gone either way, and it just so happened that the game-deciding goal went to a no call. But once again, it's past us now. We can't do anything about it, and we just have to look back on it and go up full throttle next game to hopefully stay alive in the series. But Jeremy Swayman, Don Sweeney, had this to say in a media interview that he did today. This came out after the game last night. Bruins general manager Don Sweeney is speaking tomorrow, and this is what he had to say. Put the officials in front of the microphone to answer the question. Don Sweeney talks to the media about the controversial Panthers goal in Game 4. And we've been seeing this for a long time. A lot of people want this to happen, want the referees to have a voice and explain their reasonings. And I completely agree. Every sport, I think, is looking to do that. Every sport, every fan, every player wants the referees to be held accountable for what happens. And this is what Gail Toriani, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I apologize if it's wrong. She goes, Sweeney is right. The league should have a pool report / reporter for every game, so questions can be asked directly, and the officials should have to answer those questions. Whether it's the PWHLPA or the NHLPA, that makes sense. And that needs to happen, and I completely agree. We've been discussing it for a long time. I shouldn't say here exactly on this channel, but it's been a discussion for a long time amongst fans. Staff members of teams, players, everybody, realistically. Everybody wants to see the reasonings behind the referees instead of just making the call and then hiding. Because that's what they have to do. That's all they need to do. There's no responsibility for them right now to answer the questions that need to be asked. So, should it happen? Yes. Will it happen? I don't know. But ultimately, did this goal really make a change in the outcome of the game? I'm going to say it did, but not as much as we think. The Bruins didn't have as many shots, and I know Pete Blackburn was like, yeah, they didn't deserve to lose and whatnot, but they really didn't have any shots, quality chances in that third period. I believe they had 2 shots in the third period. And even though that goal went in, I don't think it changed the outcome as much. They were taking too many penalties, and they were kind of digging their own grave here in this game. So, yes, it broke the tie, gave the Panthers the lead, and that definitely sucked the energy and the momentum out of the Bruins, but I don't think it really affected the outcome of that game too much. So let me know what you think about what Don Sweeney had to say about the referees answering questions in media, as well as what do you think about that the new angle. That's a really big one that I kind of wanted to throw in. Felt like I had to throw in to show you guys here in this video, but a lot of big stuff coming out from the Bruins regarding some unfortunate stuff, just not too much hockey related stuff, more officiating behind the scenes stuff. But however, it's still very important for these playoffs runs. So let me know what you think. But that's all I got in this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to give the video a like. Hit the sub button as well if you do want to stay up to date with all of the Boston Bruins news that I'm going to have to bring you. A lot of busy stuff coming. Hopefully we see a longer playoff run the next game, but, the Bruins seem to be running out of time. But like I said, I'm signing up. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.